Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Like I say every time, it's not just my channel, it's your channel. And the reason why is because it's the content that you want. And that's the way that I like to play the game. Now, I have a couple of people that I was chatting to a little while ago, but the microphone stopped working and they couldn't hear me talking in the Discord. Which was a shame because we were talking about perhaps what we should bring out in the content for today. And yeah, so weekend. Just want to look at some cryptocurrencies, and I thought I would just pull in one of my favorites. Yesterday we did Matic, and I was saying that now's a great time to start dollar cost averaging with Matic because we've come down to the golden pocket and bounced past it. So what I'm expecting now, as Polygon has now sort of dropped down below that area, then there's a chance that we're going to end up bouncing off the 786, which is massive discounts. I mean, there's ways of making so much money if Polygon ends up hitting the 786. There's loads. So to dollar cost average in the money that you can afford to lose, okay, is where we've got to go with Matic. So I see that as being a fantastic coin to be getting into. All right. But everything, of course, follows Bitcoin. So we've got to look at the Bitcoin charts to see where we're going with that. Now, I like the fact that Bitcoin goes sideways for a long period of time, because the longer that we go sideways, the more momentum that we're building up, the more frustration that people are going to be facing. They're going to want to go into other coins, like they're going to want to start going into altcoins because they're bored, because there's not enough volatility in there, there's not enough excitement in there. Okay. So I've got Andy Goodlad, who's just turned around and say, hey buddy, hello mate, I came and gave you a knock earlier because we went looking for car shopping. And yeah, since getting the tablets from the doctor for my back, I've been able to walk around, and yeah, it's been, I'm okay. So yeah, all is good in the hood. So yeah, good to see you, Andy. Okay, so yeah, so while Bitcoin's going sideways and having that squeeze, people get bored. So what they end up doing is they take their money out of Bitcoin because it's like not doing anything, and they think to themselves, okay, well, if let's say, for example, just as an example here, you got Dogecoin, right? Which is normally would never even be brought up on my charts because it's just a meme coin. But Dogecoin today is up 4%. So if you'd have, and it's great in hindsight, but if you'd have bought in, taking your Bitcoin out and stuck it into Dogecoin, you could have made yourself 4% and then stuck it back in Bitcoin. You made yourself a bit more Bitcoin. And that kind of mindset is where a lot of new traders end up going. That's what they end up doing, right? So while ever Bitcoin is doing this sideways action and not really going very far, I can see people going more into altcoins, which brings us to this area here, which is the Bitcoin dominance chart. And with the Bitcoin dominance, we can see that we've had a massive fall. Let me sort of like bring it into perspective for you guys, right? This is when Bitcoin was the only coin that was there was Bitcoin, which is why it's at 100%, because 100% dominance was there was Bitcoin and there was nothing else. And then as you come along, you see things like this, big drops, which are big drops at the time. I mean, that little drop there doesn't look like anything, but if we bounce into that drop just there, if we start sort of going into it, you can see that in actual fact, that drop is in actual fact huge. Yeah. So this is where Bitcoin started. And then all of a sudden you get this drop. Now watch this. From there to there is huge. There you go. It's a 2% drop. But that hadn't been heard of for Bitcoin because it was just Bitcoin. And then this happens. And I don't know what that was, but if we were to look back in the history, that was probably when Ethereum came out, or Litecoin. This might have been the Litecoin dump or Ethereum. This might have been it, So there's every time that you see big drops and everything, this is when new coins end up coming out, and we end up getting like those big drops. And then what ends up happening is as cryptocurrency in general starts to take hold and become become mainstream on the media and all the rest of it. And that's when the dominance starts coming down as new coins get made and minted. And obviously with Ethereum being a coin that enables people to build their own coins, it's like almost like a template, if you will, where people can you can do anything on Ethereum. It's very, very easy to do for people that have got just a little bit of computing experience to be able to make their own coin. And it's something that I'm looking at doing just for the sake of showing you that it can be done by someone who is uneducated from the standpoint of schooling from a college. All my education has come from hard graft work of learning different coins and then what to do and all the rest of it. So yeah, this is what I see happening here. And then obviously Bitcoin comes down, blah 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 blah. Now if we look, if you remember, if we go to actual Bitcoin itself, and we look when the actual dump happened, do you remember back in 2000, we ended up going to 20 grand back in 2017. Here, look, December 2017, we had the big £20,000 blow off almost. Yeah, that was on about the 17th of December 2017. So if we end up going to the Bitcoin dominance and looking at that same date, right? There's the Bitcoin dominance. And if we find if we get the line out for you, just to show you exactly where it is, get a vertical line and go to the 17th of December, wasn't it? December 17. There you go. Boom. So that line just there was the line of when Bitcoin ended up reaching its all-time high, which makes sense for it to go up. So Bitcoin reached its all-time high. Then as Bitcoin fell, altcoins started to gain traction, and all the money ended up going into altcoins. 17th. Let's put on the 17th. There we go. I'm going to lock that. Lock. Yeah. So all the money then ended up going into altcoins, and then there's this big long ass season. Excuse my French, if that's French. Is arse French? Arse. It's more like a Scottish. Arse. Yeah. So there's a point to where I'm going with this, and it's not about arses. Yeah. So here you've got the big drop here, right? And this part here, it was horrible. It was absolutely awful. And I'm just going to draw a trend line just here, and I'm going to lock it in place because it was just awful. But during that period, which is all around about kind of from December, December all the way through to April. So then if we go to the dominance, well, so that was boring. Yeah, nothing happening. So we go to the if we go to the dominance and go from December 18 to April 19. December 18. Sorry, bro. I don't know if you noticed, you're right in the middle of your screen. Ah, cool. Yeah, you're a good lad. Thank you very much, buddy. Andy has just come down and told me that I'm in the middle of the screen, so that's really cool. Alright, thanks, Andy.
No worries, mate.
That's probably better up there. There you go. Let me just go on to my friends and tell them that I'm live so they know. Yeah. So, yeah, my point is, if you go to then where it was that I'd said, which was... goodness me, guys. I've got I need surgery on my back, right? And because I need surgery on my back, well, I've got a lot of pain. So much so that I need surgery. So, anyway, give me a sec. Right. Yeah. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is, because my point is, is these tablets just making me lose my memory. Right, so let me just write this down so that I can show you, because there is gold here where what I'm talking about, regardless of whatever experience you are and however long you've been doing this. This is important for you to know. So then we're going to the 4th of April 19. So from the 29th of November 2018 to the 4th of April 2019 over here, we had areas of just it was just boring, okay? And this was when we had the 2019, 2017, sorry, 20 grand pop. Yeah, we had this lack of volatility. So then when we go to Bitcoin dominance, I can put a trend line in that same area, okay? Which was, if I get the trend line out now, there we go. And we go from the 4th of April, so 2008, 29th of November 18, 29th of November, September, October, 29th, which is there, to the 4th of April 19, the 4th of January, February, March, April, the 4th. Approximately there. And then we kind of blow it up and look at the reality of the time period that we're in, and kind of put it in a picture, yeah? Then what we can do is grab that whole thing and stick it kind of there. Alright? Now we can see that this is where Bitcoin was during that hype. It came down, and then look at this complete rally, all while Bitcoin was down, yeah? And here, where Bitcoin ended up going sideways, there was so much more volatility, and everyone, because Bitcoin was so boring, everyone ended up just coming into the altcoins, and you had this massive rally that just seemed to keep going on forever, and people made so much money against Bitcoin. You know, they ended up making so much money against Bitcoin, it was unreal. And yeah, so that's what ended up happening. And now what's happened? We've had the halving, yeah. Bitcoin's gone up and taken all of the dominance, and started to lose. And now we've come down the way here. And what kind of like was, it certainly was the mark, was around about the 60%. Anything under between this sort of 60. If I just, that'll do for now. In fact, I could actually put the coordinates in there and make it perfect, which I might just do just because I can. That isn't the line, is it? Cancel. Settings. You guys should learn all this sort of stuff, right? Coordinates. If I just put in there 60, then it'll put the line exactly where I want it. And then text, I can remind myself what the line is. And this is below is altcoin season. Generally, anything below this, and as alt is essentially a name, isn't it? I'll give that a capital and make it all right. Stick a full stop at the end, and make everything all cool. Alright, so that's nice. Okay, 16's alright, so there we go, that's good. Alright, but I can't see it, so let's change it to white then. Right, so that's what the Bitcoin dominance is, and that's how it's all sort of ties together with, that's how it all ties together with altcoins and Bitcoin. Alright. So, yesterday, what we got on the chat? So we got Purple Dino, damn, back pains are the worst. They are, mate. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Anthony Williams says, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Williams. Good to have you here, mate. Yep, I got my medication from the doctors after 2 weeks of moaning at the, the receptionists, or, and then I ended up yesterday turning around and saying, yesterday? Yeah. Yesterday he said, I want to speak to the not the secretary, the practice manager. I want to speak to the practice manager. Why do you want to speak to the practice manager? Why? Because I keep going on about trying to get, I want to try and get my medication, and you're not giving it me. So she ended up speaking to the doctor, and the doctor gave it me, and now I don't have much back pain. So the tablets have worked, but they're making me a little bit sleepy. So yeah, there we go. So happy me because I'm not in as much pain, and it's just nice to just have a little bit of relief. So that's good. But you know all about that, Anthony Williams, and it sounds like Purple Dano knows about back pain as well. Cool. Okay, so I was in the Discord speaking to Bad, Mama Jamma, and Alchemist, and I want to go onto Discord now and just let them know that I'm on because for some reason they couldn't hear me. But I think if I go on with my phone, they will. So let me just see what happens, and I'll stick them on loud as well.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to make him feel. And the
Hey
only way I
guys.
knew how to do it was because, like, he already had the people, you know what I'm saying?
Hey guys. Can you hear me?
Stream better, so yeah, we can hear you now.
Cool. Just letting you know that I'm live on the stream. For some reason, guys, you couldn't hear me for some reason. I kept on trying to talk to you and trying to communicate with you that I couldn't hear you. So I'm now doing a live stream, and you're on loudspeaker, so everyone can hear you. So you can say hello to everyone, or not. Yeah. So there you go. Bad Mama Jamma and Alchemist are saying hello. But yeah, come over onto the the stream.
On the bottom, if you click it, you can click it on and off.
Yeah, I know, mate. I know how to use it, buddy. But it just wasn't working. I went into the settings of Discord, and I went into the settings of my computer. I reset my computer. I turned my computer on and off, and also shut down and cleared the cache, and it still didn't. It still hasn't worked. So I don't know, but yeah.
I just think like,
tell him how to knock it out of the park, brother.
Yeah, feel free to head on over, and I'll speak to you shortly.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. So that's the two guys that I was talking to. But right, so anyway, my point is, so with crypto, what I'm thinking of doing, right, guys, is really choosing a coin, because all I do all day is just look on the charts, look at coins, do research, try and look at the not just the coin and what it says on the charts, but look at all the fundamentals, look at the team behind it. And when I say look at the team, I'm on about find the management team and the development team, which is really easy because it's normally on their website with a nice picture of them saying this is the website development, this is the cryptographer head or whatever, and then you get the name, you type the name in, and then you start looking at their past history, and normally there's stuff on the particular characters and where they've worked and where they've been and where they're going and where they've everything. So there's a lot of information there that you can find just by going to these coins websites and then doing research on the people that are doing the coins, right? Okay. So yeah, so was it yesterday or the day before? I went into Polygon and showed you guys that Polygon is going down past this area zone, which is normally a bounce, and I can see as potentially going down to the 78.6. If it does, then I will be moving over some more of my cryptocurrency from other areas into there, because we're coming into the oversold area here, ready for the bounce, and that's quite exciting times for Polygon. All right, Dogecoin. Now, Dogecoin is a really interesting coin because whilst it's a meme coin, the hash rate on it is huge. So for it to be hacked, is it's not impossible. The military websites, military's websites and anything can be hacked, right? So I'm not going to turn around and say it can't be. But the hash rate on Dogecoin is one of the highest coins that there is. So whilst it's a meme coin and a bit of a joke coin, it's actually one of the safest coins that you can have your money in from the point of view of it getting stolen, right? Because it's just incredible. So Dogecoin, it's a meme coin, but it will have value, and people have made a lot of money. Just like the mother of all squeezes happening with GME and AMC, that happened a lot with in a similar way. Not quite the hedge funds and Reddit group and everything, but just people in general. And Dogecoin, the history behind Dogecoin really was children at school that when half term happened, they would be using their pocket money to spend it on Dogecoin, and using their parents' account to put their money into Dogecoin, waiting for it to go up, and then taking the money out and then making the money. So it was actually children and kids that were making loads and loads of money whilst adults who didn't really know what was going on just saw the charts going up like that and thinking, wow, that's incredible, I'm going to stick some money in. And then they put their money in here, and then it ends up going right down, and then like they've lost half of it, and then they get scared and take their money out instead of sort of holding on and waiting for it to go higher. So, from a point of view of where should your portfolio be? Well, to have all of your money in Bitcoin is a very safe bet, right? And it's something that it's like saying, well, I've got a load of gold, what shall I do with it? Well, you can stick it under your bed, and that's fine. But the problem is when you go out to the park one day and go walk the dog or whatever, someone can break in and steal your gold. So it's not completely safe under your bed. Or you can put it into a safe and turn around and say, well, it's in this safe now and it's insured. So if the safe does get robbed, the insurance will pay out for the money. So it's like that with your cryptocurrency and making sure that it's safe. So you can put your money or your investment into Bitcoin, which is a safe bet. It's the least volatile coin, and it will continue to rise because of its supply. The supply and demand is increasing as we lose Bitcoin. What do I mean by lose Bitcoin? Well, on a weekly basis, we have news where the police have come in and they've taken and seized Bitcoin. So all of those, thousands of Bitcoins that have been seized by governments and things, they just get wrecked and lost and forgotten about. So the 21 million Bitcoins starts to come down and down and down the more that it's used for the black market. Whilst Bitcoin is also used in the general market. I'm in Northampton in the UK, and we have 2 Bitcoin machines in Northampton in different areas where you can go and you can literally buy Bitcoin. It's like an ATM machine where you would go to withdraw cash. It's one of those. Okay, so Bitcoin is very much now getting used as a use case cryptocurrency, and that's really good. So you stick your money into Bitcoin because it's the least volatile, and then you stick it onto your ledger, your nano ledger, and then you keep your nano ledger, your USB, and that's it. It's safe because it can't be hacked because it's not on the mainstream. It's not online. It's on a memory fob. So whilst that doesn't make a lot of sense, how can money be on a memory fob? Well, it means that the money, the digital money is there. It's the way that blockchain works, the way that it all comes together and becomes valuable, is that all of the computers that are mining Bitcoin, i.e., doing all of the work, and that's little people like me and some of you guys that might be doing Bitcoin mining. We all got it's a massive ledger system. And so there's hundreds of thousands of computers or mining rigs that know that Bitcoin is on my wallet address, and my wallet address is private, and it's stored on a USB fob, and the USB fob is in my safe, and my safe is located in my house, and my house is located somewhere that you guys don't know where it is. So so I'm safe, from it. I could be hacked on maybe on my Binance account, and maybe the little bit of money that I have that I trade on Binance could be taken. But my main investment in crypto is in a nano ledger in my safe, which is a fire safe as well. It's fireproof and it's bolted and chemically fixed to the wall and the floor. So it's not going anywhere. So that's the safest option. However, the more risk that you have, the more potential money that you can earn. So as we look on this screen here, which is coin market cap, we look down on the list of all of the coins and their value. Now, for those that don't know, the way that you work out the coin market cap is you find out how many are in circulation. So for Bitcoin, there's just under 19 million Bitcoins. Bear in mind, there's only 21 million that will ever be mined. So we're nearly almost there. We're nearly at 100%, nearly. And then so what you do is you times that by its value, how much it's worth. So if you get that figure, times it by that figure, that's the figure that you'll get, which is 594 billion. Yeah. So nearly 6 billion. Is it billion? Well, that's a million. That's a million. That's a billion. Yeah, 594 billion. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right, that's how you work out market cap anyway. You times that by that, and then it'll give you that. Okay, so that's Bitcoin, and then the further down here you go, the more likely that you're going to make massive gains, like 4, 5x, 10x, 20x, and the further down you go, the more x that you make on your money. But it's also true the opposite ways, that the coins can go to zero. And this is the reason why I'm making my own cryptocurrency, and I'm going to call it Tony Coin if I can. I'm just in the process of doing it, and I want to do a time-lapse video of me from start to finish doing the coin, so that you guys can see how easy it is and how simple it is to get a coin made and have it stuck on the Ethereum blockchain and be seen. Yeah. So if you guys want to invest in it, you can. If you don't want to invest in it, then don't. I'm not doing it to make money. I'm doing it to show you guys that anybody can make it. So if I can do it, anybody else can. And you can end up sticking a load of money in there, thinking, well, I don't really know what this is, but it's down low on the market cap, so I'm going to buy a load. So then you buy a load, and then if I wanted to, I could then turn around and sell all my shares, make a load of money, the coin will go to zero, and then I've made all that money, and you guys have lost, which is something, of course, I wouldn't do. But it is, that's my point. That's what I'm gonna do. Right. Okay. So, Bad Mama Jammer, nice guy, love him. It says, let's go, let's go, smash that like, yeah, smash the like button, guys. So there we go. So this is what I'm doing now. Is I'm gonna go through each coin as a video for you. And I'm not going to do it as a live stream. I'm going to do it as a video. And I need to work out a time to come on every day for you on a regular basis, so that you guys know when to expect me on. But the hype for now is that this Monday, me and Rocky are doing a collaboration, and we're going to be doing it at 4:30 UK time, right? And in that video, we're going to be talking about wealth. The steps that we need to make in order to become wealthy. If you've got the word millionaire in your mind, then how do you become a millionaire? How did I get to be where I am? What am I? Where am I? And all the rest of that sort of stuff, So so that's what we're going to be doing. So there are really, really important steps, and you don't learn these things at school, and that's what I put in the description. Is that when we go to school, we learn things about Henry VIII, we learn about wars that happened, we learn about mathematics, and what else do we learn about geography and crap like that. But I remember leaving school. I just got all my GCSE results and everything, and I had my last day at school. And I needed to get home, and I couldn't be bothered to walk, and I thought I'll get the bus because I had my lunch money, because we finished early. I'm looking at the bus timetable, and I'm like, what the hell? I had the bus timetable there, and I could not read a bus timetable. And that was the biggest lesson in my life. That it really was a massive lesson, that school is not helpful for real life things. It doesn't explain how to fill in your tax returns. It doesn't tell you how to make money. It doesn't tell you how to deal with life, how to deal with anxiety, how to deal with pressure, it doesn't teach you these things, and it doesn't teach you how to reinvest money and deal with things and look for ways of making money work for you. And all these are the kinds of things that I want to express and share with you guys on Monday with Rocky. Rocky is a successful trader. He does it professionally, as do I, and more of my trades win than lose. So I would say to you that I am a successful professional or semi-professional trader. I say semi-professional because I also have businesses and another areas where I earn money. So to say that I'm a full-time professional trader is inaccurate. But to turn around and say that I'm a trading enthusiast and good at reading the charts is probably a little bit arrogant and not very humble, but it's just true. Every time that I read the charts, everything happens as I say that it does. And you've only got to look at my previous videos to see that. Peter Hewer, Saturday night we have lives, not we are traders. It's true. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Peter, just want to say, brother, while you're on here, is that if I go onto my here and go to GME, do you remember me and you talking on one of the live streams, and going to your Fibonacci line, and we put in GME, we put in your line, which is this line here. It says Peter's line of speculation. Yeah, and I've drawn my pitchfork, where I feel that we've got the high and the low there, and I've come down to, whoops, and I've come down to where I feel that we had a big point down here, that big sort of green candle. So that's where I've drawn my pitchfork, and I feel that we're going to kind of get a bounce. However, your line of speculation, at its lowest point there to where your line is only 8% off. So I think that if we do end up bouncing off and going up and going sideways and then up that kind of pitchfork, I'd say, brother, that you were that was pretty good. 8.5% off of I mean that's pretty accurate, and it still might go down and touch that line as well. So I sent the you did. I'll just draw the line. I went into the coordinates like that, and put into settings, and I put the coordinates in exactly where it was that you said that it was on your thing. So yeah, that's cool. So you did really well there, Peter, and I'm impressed. So well done you. I said that we would end up finding these yellow lines here. I said that we would end up possibly getting a VCAP bounce down here. There was a line just here where this VCAP bounce wasn't there. That was here. I said we'd end up getting a VCAP bounce, but we ended up going below there, so that didn't work. I was slightly off there. So yeah, between the two of us, we were kind of like in the middle, which was pretty cool. But you were bang on. Really good. Well done, mate. Really appreciate what you said and what you brought into the chat. So yeah, do appreciate that. For those of you that don't use the pitchfork, what is it and how does it work? Well, it kind of uses the Fibonacci equations and to give you the lines. And then you go from the top of just like you would draw the fibs in, you go from the top to the bottom. You would go to the top and the bottom of the local areas. So I felt that this was too much FUD. I could have put this top over here, yeah. But I feel that all this is noise, and when I say noise, I did this the other day. If you listen to this. All of that there, that's just noise. It's called white noise, and you get that when you watch, when you used to watch TV and you were tuning in your televisions in and everything. It's just white noise. It just you've got to kind of filter that out with a gate of some sort. And here you've got just noise. It just doesn't mean anything. So I instead of choosing that as my line, I came and chose this as more of a line here. I mean, that might even be a better line here because not using the candle. But whether I use this or use this, it's still kind of giving us an idea. So I'm choosing to use that wick there. Sorry, thank you. That wick there because I want to kind of take into consideration the area that I want to get to. Anyway, cool. That's it. So that's the pitchfork, and that's how I use it. And then you've got this bit area here, which is your kind of your pivot, where you turn around and say, well, if it's going down the way or up the way, where do I want it to go from? Well, you would use this pivot point on a specific area that's a key area. So as I open up the charts here, I can find something that's a key area, and I felt that the rally of GME started going up. Excuse me. Let's just bring this down a little bit. Yeah, the rally of started going up on this green candle here. This was like the main one, so I've come from that candle there. That's where I could go from there. It wouldn't really make much difference, but I chose that green candle because that was kind of like the big green high where we went into the overbought area. So yeah, that's where I decided to go from. And then when you look at after doing all of that, you turn around and look at the charts. You can then just start seeing that hopefully it will start following it up. Yeah, okay. Let's just take that back to where it was. Okay, so that's GME. Right, AMC. Because this is a GME AMC thing. I drew my fibs in, and I've got the golden pocket just here. And I'm really, guys, you know, if I don't bring out the point that my technical analysis is bang on when it is, then there's the issue of coming across as being arrogant and I know it all, yeah. But I need to show you guys that there is skill involved in the chart reading, and there is blood, sweat, and tears of learning how to trade, how to become emotionless, and knowing where things are going to go. So even through all of that noise, all of this noise, yeah, to try and get a gate and get rid of the top and rid of the bottom, it takes years of practice and skill. So this VCAP bounce and this turnaround that I put in there, I did that a couple of days before it happened. I said we can watch out for that, and there'll be a turnaround, and that's what's happened, and that's taking into consideration all of the noise and the FUD and the you know, the FOMO of the MOAS and all the rest of that jazz that's happened. So I need to bring it up to your attention, guys, that, you know, when I say something about technical analysis, more often than not, you know, what I say is good. So it's golden information here on Tony Wright's Crypto, and yeah, you've only got to go back in history and listen to all my other chats and look at the prices of where they've gone, and you'll see that generally speaking, I'm right more often than not. The GME thing. No, it wasn't. It was this one, AMC. I cringed, guys, back here. I remember saying to you guys that, you know, when this sort of squeeze happened here with the Bollinger Bands, we ended up having like this descending triangle, and I was like, guys, because it was coming down here, and I was trying to find some way of showing you guys that there was something positive going to happen, but I couldn't find it, and said, it looks like it's going down, guys. I'm sorry. I know you guys are diamond handers and you're all AMC supporters, but I knew that we were coming down, so I had to say, you know, I don't want to tickle your ears and tell you what you want to hear. If you know, if the price is going down, I've got to tell you the price is going down, and I did. But I told you where I would expect to see the bounce, and it has. It's turned around. At least it has now. Let's see what happens on Monday. On Monday, I'm expecting it to sort of revisit the this area here, which will be at the time a couple of days away. This will end up becoming the 20 SMA and also the 382. So yeah, I expect it to be bouncing off the 382 as the 382 here. As the 382 ends up meeting the 20 SMA of the Bollinger Bands. This probably doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people, but some of you it will. So yeah, cool. Chris K, whoop, cool. Peter Hewer said thank you, probably no doubt because I gave him a shout out for a move that he made himself on GME, and he was bang on the money, so well done. Really good. Peter Hewer said I sent you a chart to your DM and it's Bitcoin USD, and Chris K said glad to catch you on. Thank you very much, Chris. Now I've been told off by Bad Mama Jamma, right? I've been told off from a good point of view. He's experienced himself in a lot of ways and a lot of things, but he's telling me that I need to get a schedule in place so that you guys know exactly what time it is that I'm going to come on. But I've been giving it serious thought, so it's not that I'm just coming on spontaneous and sporadically just coming on. I've been giving it some serious thought about when the best time is. I don't want to go into competition. Wrong word, but I don't want to go into competition with Rocky and Jamie with regards to the times that I come on. A, because I'll lose because they've got hundreds, thousands of subscribers and viewers. But B, I don't want any of you guys coming over to me when they're on as well, because I don't want to take away any of their viewers. So Bad Mama Jamma and myself were talking, and we decided that I would go on pre-market. The thing is with pre-market is subject to lots of different markets, and it depends whereabouts you are in the world. So yeah, I'm going to go on pre-market at some point, and make that a regular thing. And this is going to be my plan, because you guys need to know what it is that I want to do and where I want to go. Okay, and what it is that I want to do is I want people to be able to listen to other YouTubers and be able to go, they're talking crap, they don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, and I want you guys to be able to do that. And if it's me spending some time making videos and teaching you guys how to read the charts, how to draw out whatever it might be, if I can teach you that and get you to that stage, then that will stop you from following the crowd yourself and becoming independent and being able to see the wood for the trees. You'll be able to see through it yourself. So that's one goal that I've got. The second goal that I want to do is bring out cryptocurrency. I mean, AMC and GME isn't something that I was too interested in, but Rocky himself and I spoke, and Rocky said to me, Tony, get on the back of AMC and GME with me and Jamie. Okay, so it was Rocky's idea that I get on the back of it. Now, when they started, I stayed away from AMC and GME because I felt that was Rocky and Jamie's thing. Okay, but since Rocky sort of said, Tony, you're welcome to get on the back of it with me, and we'll go on the ride together, I decided to go into GME and AMC. But that meant that I had to do a little bit of research. And full transparency, I've done all the research that I've done is on GME. All I know about AMC is simply that they are a cinematic and movie company that just do entertainments. Okay, I don't really know much about AMC. I own shares. I bought in because I felt that I didn't have freedom of speech to turn around and speak about AMC if I didn't own some of the shares. So I did buy a good enough amount. I wouldn't say it's considerable, but it's that I bought a good amount. A good amount that if it goes up, then I'll make some good money. If it goes down, then shit happens. Excuse my French. Okay, so that's what happens. That's my situation with AMC. GME, on the other hand, I love the coin. I love the concept and everything. So I will be continuing to speak about GME because I like GME now. So it's not about whether I'm following Jamie or Rocky. It's because I like GME and I believe that it's going to the moon. It is going up there. It is going up there, and it needs to get past all of this rubbish that's going on with the Reddit groups and the hedge funds. But the thing is the bad news, the bad press that they're getting, if anything, is bringing people's attention. People that don't even know about GME and what they are have heard of them because it's been all over the news. This GME and AMC, it's just like everybody's starting to know this name. Who is this name? What are they? And even though it's bad press because of what's been going on with Reddit and all the rest of it, yes, it's bad press, but it's bringing attention to them, and people are starting to look into them. So bad press is good press, right? And that's what my thoughts are with GME. So I will continue to do GME on my things. So here we go. So we've got trading and teaching you how to read the chart so that it's not, you don't get completely discombobulated, completely confused when you're looking at the charts and saying, well, I don't get any of all these words that everybody's saying. I want you to be able to understand those words. So that's why I'm doing the tutorials. So go on to my videos if any of you are watching now, and go and watch the videos. Sometimes I go down tangents on my videos and on my live streams, and I'm sorry for the tangents. Sometimes I answer people's questions on that you might not be interested in. But generally speaking, if you watch the videos all the way through to the end, you will find golden nuggets in there of things that you think that you go, oh, I didn't know that. I'm so pleased that I watched the video through to the end. All right. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm being genuine that there are golden nuggets. What I put out on the chats is very important stuff, right? You guys need to know. You need to listen to it all. So that's that. I do have ADHD. I got diagnosed about 5 years ago, and that explained a lot of my issues in my past from being a kid and all the rest of it. But having ADHD and being on that kind of spectrum makes me, in some areas, thoughtless and speak out of turn. And apologies for when I do that. But it also means that I'm extremely versatile in being able to learn different trades, which is why I can do plumbing, electrics, building, bricklaying, carpentry, computering, building, anything. You know, as soon as I put my mind to it, I know it. And I've spent, I don't know, 5 years now just looking into charts, you know, and being shown by Rocky or watching professional traders and platforms and losing money and making money. And it's taken me this long to get to the point where I can feel comfortable in anybody's company, regardless of how good they are at trading, and I'll be able to hold my own in conversation with them. And that's a blessing that comes from having ADHD. You know, just like I can play the guitar and hold my own with most guitarists. I can just, you know, I can follow along and do whatever it is that I want to do. So that's not me bragging. It's in fact, if anything, it's me just turning around and saying, look, this is the reason why I am. And apologies if I upset and offend anybody. It's not intentional. I'm just doing my best to try and emphasize points at times. So yeah, there we go. Let's look at the chat and see what we got. I'm going to look at your thing in a minute, Peter. Yes, sent to whoop whoop. I sent you a chat. Yeah, got that one. Glad to catch you on, says Chris. Paul Howard. Yo, Paul. Even a little is a lot. Anytime is good. There's a decent Reddit page called DD Into GME, which some posted a piece about the FTD cycle. All right, I'm going to write that down. And D. Where are you? DDINTO GME. Into GME. Okay. And yeah, so right, guys, just hold fire. There's two reasons why. One, because I want to get a drink because I'm getting thirsty, and I've run out of my cup of tea, so I'm gonna go get a can. And so give me just 2 seconds. I'll come back. And the reason why I want to come back is because there's a specific coin which I think is about to go ballistic, and yeah, and I think it's a good coin to get into. So just give me a sec, and then I'll get onto that coin. 2 minutes. Hey. So, I can expect to be told off. Listen to this. Excuse me. I can expect to be told off by a bad mama jammer again because I shouldn't be getting a drink in the middle of a stream. I should have that ready beforehand. But I'm listening to him. He's very experienced and he can be my coach. So I go to him for a lot. He's very experienced and I like the guy. So right, back to the charts. So we've done Polygon, which I said about dollar cost averaging on the way down. I think that, you know, Polygon. If we go to coin market cap, which is what I showed you a minute ago. Yeah, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, Binance Coin, Cardano, and then here you've got Polygon Matic, which is number 20, which I would call a medium cap coin. So it's my opinion, only my opinion, that you should be 70% in Bitcoin, 10% in the top 5, and then the other 20% you can spread. 10% in medium cap coins, which is anything from 10 to 50, and another 10% in anything over 50. Okay, so anything over 50, I would say, is a low cap coin. Now you can go all the way down to 450 or something, and go to Safe Moon, for example. Yeah, so a lot of these are the ones that are going to do 4-5x. You know, if you were to put all your Bitcoin into this one, for example, which I've never heard of before, then it's possible that you could end up, you know, if you've got like 1 Bitcoin and you stick it in there, you could end up with 5 or 6 Bitcoins later on, if it ends up doing well. Yeah, you can exit massively, but it's don't just choose anything. Okay, look at some of them, go into them, look at the history, look at the team, look at where they come from. You know, you might find that the CEO of something is a CEO of one of the coins, or the owner of the coin, the creator, might have been someone that was working for Ethereum for the last 5 years. Do you know? And you just don't know. I've seen OMG. Yeah, this OMG coin is always on my charts, and it makes massive moves at times. It makes massive moves. So when you go to OMG and you bring OMG up on the chart, I think it's on here anyway. Hang on a sec. Is OMG on here? Because there's times where I've gone, I just need to make some money quick. Do you know what I mean? If I've got a bill to pay or something, I'll just stick a load of money on some of these coins, leave it there for a couple of days, and then take the money back out again, and I've made a load of money, and that'll pay for my, you know, whatever it is that I want to buy. If I need to buy a new car or something, I'll just stick a load of money on one of these coins, and yeah, you can make a lot of money. So OMG USD Coinbase, that'll do it. So OMG is it's been on it's been around forever. It's been around forever, look. So it's had massive spikes. So OMG isn't one of those coins that's just going to go to nothing. It's got history. It's not one of these ones that are 100 on CoinMarketCap, but they've only been around for a few days. Okay, OMG is down here right now, so we just wait until it goes to the oversold zone, and then you can buy it, and then wait for it to go up and rally and make a load of money on OMG. But these are the ones where you want to turn around and put 10% of your money into coins like this that have got a lot of history. Do your due diligence and look into the coins and find what it is that you want to do. Okay. So that's that. Chiliz, CHZ, is a coin that I am really interested in right now, and I think it's going to do amazing. I think it's potential that this is a bull flag that's been going on forever. The longer this goes on and sideways, okay, the more people start to take out, and eventually you end up getting all the buyers, and then that's when it rockets up. Chiliz is, for me, the coin. It's going to be the coin of all coins. I'm waiting for the oversold area to come to here, and then I'm going to stick some more of my money in. I'm going to stick more of my Bitcoin in there, ready for a big run up. So this is what you're looking for, guys. You're looking for the RSI to come into the oversold zone down here, which I think I moved actually, and I need to put that back. So I'm going to change these settings and put it back down to 30, because I think I changed it. Look, there we go. I put it to 15, and that should be 30. Okay, there we go. So as soon as that line, as soon as the line of the RSI comes underneath 30, then it's time to buy Chiliz, and then against Bitcoin. So that's the mother coin for me, is Chiliz. Theta is another good coin. So all these coins, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a series for you guys, and I'm going to do one coin, and I'm going to do one coin per week. Okay, I can't do one coin per day because it takes a lot of time and effort to do my due diligence on each coin. Whilst I know what each coin does, they are moving so fast with regards to their affiliates, with regards to people that are invested with them. Like, I know that Theta has relations with Sony at the moment, but you know, they might, for all I know, they might have joined up with Panasonic as well. But I don't know, because I haven't looked at their website for a week, and you know, things move just so fast with these companies. That yeah, that's really good. Now I'm very interested actually, as I'm looking at Theta, which I have also got a bag of. What I'll probably do on one of the videos is turn around and there's my pitchfork, which I don't want. is turn around and just do absolute transparency and tell you which coins I hold. I'm going to go up, right? I'm going to go from bottom to top. Just to see. Oops. Just to see where we are in the grand scheme of things. So, right, here we go. So, there we go. Nothing really to see there. We're coming down. It's possible that we could end up coming to the 382 just there. But I'm not happy with the fibs going from bottom to top, right? Because I want to know when it's going to turn around. So I want this golden pocket, really. This is where I want the golden pocket to be. So I'm going to go the opposite way. So instead of going bottom to top, I'm going to go from top to bottom and go that way. You normally go when you're doing your fibs. You normally go with the trend. Okay, so if the trend's going down, you'll go from top to bottom. If the trend's going up, then you go from bottom to top. And at the minute, we're kind of in this downward trend. And to find out for definite if you're in a downward trend is by bringing up a moving average, exponential moving average, and making it a 200. You see a lot of this. I'm speaking really fast, and I know that some of you will turn around and go, I haven't got a clue what the hell you're talking about, right? But a minute ago, I told you that there's a coin that I think is going to make some big moves and keep your eye on it, right? And Theta is the coin. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I've told you that. I've told you, you know, my background and all the rest of it. I'm just an enthusiast. But normally when I read the charts, if you look back at history and all my videos, I've been right on everything, okay? Theta is coming down and it's about to go into this area here, which is the turnaround. But it's also coming into the oversold area. If you look down here on the RSI, then it's looking extremely bullish, like it's about to take off. Even the volume, the last few days as it's coming down, even the volume is coming up, yeah? And we are, oh, bulls, I didn't mean to do that, sorry. I don't like swearing either, but it's bollocks, isn't it? I've already sworn now. If you swear once, right, if you're in a conversation, if you swear once, does that mean you can carry on swearing because you've already sworn? It's like if you're going along the motorway and you're going 100 mile an hour and you go past 2 cameras and then they catch you twice. You've only actually been speeding once, but they've caught you twice. So should you really get 2 tickets if you've only sped once because you didn't go below the speed limit? You've been above the speed limit all the time. Rhetorical question. Right? What am I doing? What am I doing, guys? I'm going on one. Where am I? Somebody help me. What was I doing? I was fibs during the RSI. What was I doing? I was going to lock it, I think, just so that I didn't move it. Yeah, there we go. So here we go. And so what I'm going to do now is just put a little rectangle in there, which I like to do. Those of you that watch my channel, you'll know that I like to put the little rectangle in there because that is a nice colour. And it sort of shows that if we hit that, then we're going up. Look out for it, guys. Volume's increasing, which is a good sign. So we've got increase in volume. We've got into the oversold zone. We're about to touch this line here of the golden pocket, and we are, you know, this 200 period moving average is to show that we are definitely in a downward trend, which makes sense to draw the fibs from the top to the bottom because we're underneath that 200 SMA, which is good because it's potential that we could get this VCAP bounce and then come straight back up as well. Okay, this medium line here, this orange line is the 20, and when the 20 and when they cross, it's not a golden cross or a death cross, so to speak, but it is a point of confluence to say something, you know, could potentially happen here. We could end up with a bounce, and if this carries on going down at the speed that it is, and the 20-day is a faster moving average, it'll stay with the price action faster than the 200 will. The 200 will probably end up coming down, sort of like coming across. If I draw it, I'm probably boring you guys now. I don't know. I'm boring myself. I just want to get the brush. Yeah, I can see that the 200 will slowly, not even like that, kind of like that. I see the 200 kind of doing that. Whilst this, they'll end up coming down like that. And I reckon it's at that cross there that will hit that. And then price will come up as this ends up coming around like that and going up too. Alright. So, yeah. There we go. That's what I can see happening. So keep your eye on Theta, guys. Alright. This is a really good coin. Any questions? Right, let's have a look at the chart. Chris, why have you? I've just noticed that you've deleted a message. What did you put on there? Right, okay. So sent you that. Okay, I'm gonna look at that stuff, Peter. Here, even a little is a lot. Anytime there's a decent Reddit pet. Yeah, I'm gonna look at that in a second. Give a like for Tony. Yes, Chris, thank you. Yeah, guys, like the page. How many likes have I got? I can't see. How many likes have I got? I can't see how many likes I've got. Never mind. I don't care. What I care about is you guys, that you don't lose money. Theta's a good choice. All right, guys. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So once a week, I'm going to bring out a new coin, and I'm going to do my due diligence on it, and I'm going to bring out all of the best parts, the juicy bits about each coin, so that you understand. And this is where I'm going to start. I'm going to start on Coin Market Cap. I'm going to open up. Yeah, I'm going to go for number 1. Excuse me. Pardon me. There's got to be a quicker way of doing this. I'm going to go to coin 1, and then I'm going to make a start all the way down. So I'm going to go onto Bitcoin. I'm going to bore the hell out of some of you, because some of you know Bitcoin inside and out, but some of you don't. There's things that come up about Bitcoin that you might not understand. People speaking about mining it. People speaking about, it being DeFi. What is DeFi? And all these words that come along with the crypto language. And it is like learning a new language. You could hear Rocky turn around and say, okay, so we're above the we're below the 20 SMA on the Bollinger Bands, bringing up the simple SMA. But then if we bring up the fibs and we draw the fibs there from down to the bottom, then we can see that we're probably going to end up hitting the 618 there and getting a reversal, which would be really nice to get that, especially as the volume comes up and the RSI comes down. We've got hidden bullish divergence. We've got bullish divergence about to take place there. So if that does end up hitting that line, the bullish divergence then will give us a signal for us to go long. Talking like that, for people that trade on a regular basis, will understand every single word I've just said, and it'll just be, yeah, it's fine. But for others, they might have just listened to what I've said and gone, I've got no idea what you're talking about. And my goal is to get you guys to understand all of that sort of talk. All right. So that's where my goal is to do. Right. How about Chiliz? Where should I go to purchase it? Chiliz is a place that you can purchase on Coinbase, on Binance. That's where I've purchased my Chiliz. And it's it's what it is. It's ultimately an NFT platform, and supported by a lot. We can have a look into NFTs, but before I do, I just want to look at what it was that you said. Pretty new to crypto. I know about Uniswap and stuff, but fairly new. Well, that's good. If you know about Uniswap, I mean, that's fairly advanced stuff. As soon as you start looking into, swapping coins using Uniswap, that's more complex than going onto Binance and just simply buying the coin or doing a swap from Bitcoin or whatever it is that you've got, and just trading the coin over. If you guys need me to, if you guys want me to do a live video on me trading on Binance and maybe putting a couple of trades on, then I'm happy to do a video on that and do a live video of me trading. But I'll need you to let me know, and I'll need to move all my funds away so that you guys don't sort of see where my money is and what it is that I'm doing, because I don't want you guys copying me to the point where you end up over leveraging yourselves and getting yourselves into trouble because you've followed and copied me. Okay. Okay, thanks. I have MetaMask and Coinbase. Cool. I have MetaMask too, and I have Coinbase. You need to get Binance. Binance is I used to prefer Coinbase. I used to say Coinbase was the most safest and simple platform to use. But then and Coinbase Pro. Once you learn Coinbase Pro and you can understand, which is free, and if you got Coinbase, they don't even take you through security to get Coinbase Pro. All you got to do is download it and then sign in with the same login details, and then you're in Coinbase Pro. And then it's free to bring over your balance from Coinbase into Coinbase Pro, and then you can start learning how to trade in Coinbase Pro. Then once you understand how to trade in Coinbase Pro, when you do go over to Binance, it's just a breeze. It's just so simple to do. I also have ADHD, so stuff like this keeps me pretty occupied. Me too. It's cool, and I think there's others on here that have got ADHD. It's interesting that ADHD is it gets us into trouble in life because people don't understand us, the way we think, the way we speak, or sometimes the way we don't speak. We might turn the light off because it's doing our heads in, but there's other people in the room and we might not think about them, and but it's not because we don't care or we're not thinking about them on purpose because because of lack of care and consideration for them. It's just that all we think about is that light's doing our head in, we need to turn it off, and then you turn the light off and then everyone moans at you. Or when you're at school and you turn around and say, I want to do this, I want to play football, but you're the only person that's just said it, and then everyone looks around and looks at the cool kid, and then nobody wants to play football because it's you that said it, but then the cool kid turns around and says, let's play football, and everybody else wants to do it. But generally speaking, we're far-sighted. We can see things before other people see them. We get hyper-focused. We can turn around and look at stuff and see things that other people can't see, right? We are forward thinkers, so it helps, and it certainly helps me too. Right, so this is not an ADHD channel, but I'm happy to speak about ADHD and coping mechanisms that I've found along the way. Okay, so what were we doing? We're looking at this stuff. Excuse the way that I'm going to write this, but I don't quite know what it is in 2GME. I don't know what I'm going to find here. But I think this is what it is that you want me to look into. Can you confirm, please, Chris, that this is what you want me to look into? You're not wrong, haha. Good. If anything, we've got the capacity, well, at least I have the capacity to love and care for people a lot more than people love and care for me. I'll do anything and go out of my way to help people wherever I can, and that's just the way that I am. Accept all. Okay, is this the one? Yes, it is. Cool. Okay, but I don't know what it is that you want me to look at. So here I am. I'm assuming that this is that if I was to spend some time and start reading this, then I'm going to start getting some information about what's going on with MOAS and what their plans are and all the rest of it. Are the FTDs now subject to the T2 settlement date? So these are questions, and then in the questions you've got a shed ton of answers, 56 answers there. So yeah, all right. So this is something to look into. Thanks, buddy. This will help me do my due diligence, so that when I come in and speak about the squeeze and GME and all the rest of it, this might be a good place for me to go to. So thanks for bringing that to my attention. I'm going to turn around and grab that, if I can find my mouse. Grab that, and I'm going to add it to how do I add it to the tabs? Tab to the right. I don't want to do that. I want to add it into there. What do I do? Okay, I want to add it into there. Add a page like that. Right now, is it in? Don't know. Deep dive. There you go. Cool. Got it. So now it's in my saved, and I can come back and look at that later on. Thanks very much. Very interesting. Okay, cool. So thanks for that. I will look into that, I promise. Guys, really exciting. On Monday, me and Rocky are going to do a collaboration on and conversation on wealth mastery, how to use money to make money, and what to do in life in order to succeed when it comes to relationships, when it comes to money, when it comes to, if you want steps to become a millionaire, if that's something that you want to do and achieve in life, then there's certain steps that you need to take in order to do it. And also, becoming a millionaire doesn't mean to say that you've actually got the money there to be able to hand. Yeah, because you can be a millionaire on paper, but be skint at times. So it's not always exciting as you'd think. if you've got your situation where you manage to find yourself where you've got you know, a lot of money, whether it's millions or just 1 million, or you know, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of assets that are making you money, and then you need to turn around and get that money out. Yeah, let's say for example your mum wants to buy a house for argument's sake, and you know she needs a deposit, so you think, okay, I'll give her 50 grand. Well, how are you going to get the 50 grand? So you got all this money tied up in these different things, and you say, okay, I'm going to give it her out of that. So you take that out and you give it to your mum, but then that 50 grand that was making you, you know, 70 quid, £700, $700, whatever a month, you're now $700 a month down on your investment, and you haven't got that money then to be able to invest into other things to make you money. Yeah, so it becomes exponential. The more money you earn, the more money you own, the more money, the easier it is to make money. Yeah, it becomes exponential because the ball rolls. The ball keeps getting bigger and bigger and more perpetual. So yeah, having money, you need money to make money. If you're going to start trading with $30, then you're not going to be able to earn yourself a couple of £100 a day on trades. But if someone gives you like, I don't know, $200,000, $300,000, and then turns around and asks you to make a couple of £100 a day, that's dead easy, so easy to do, because you've got so much money. Yeah, so like I say, it's exponential. So then if you have a couple of million and someone says earn me £2,000 in a day, again, that's really, really easy if you've got £2 million to just put down on something. Yeah, yeah. So there we go. That's it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my due diligence on every coin on the coin market cap. I'm going to start from the top and I'm going to work my way down. But as I do this, guys, release one video per week. As I do this, what's going to happen is the coin market cap, the order of the coins is going to change as we do it. Okay, and as it changes, I'll have to kind of jiggle around what order it is that I do it in. So let's say, for argument's sake, you know, it comes to Tether, and then I start talking about Tether, and then the next week when I come to do number four is Tether again, then I'll have to look at which one was before, whatever. Do you know what I mean? It just starts getting a little bit messy. So I've got Sonny in now. Sonny says, hi Tony, thanks for the live today. What time is your live on Monday with Rocky? Now that's a really good question. So in the UK time, it's going to be 4:45. And I think that in the US, you guys are 5 hours behind. So it's going to be just after market open. And the reason why we're going to do that is because that way Rocky and you guys will be able to speak. We were thinking about me coming on as well with that. But I didn't really want to take away the attention that you guys are going to have. Because on Monday, that's when there's going to be extreme volatility, Sonny. So because of that volatility, I think that it's important that the traders out there, the people that are actually trading the money, have their full attention on what it is that Rocky is saying. And therefore, if they're going to, they don't really want, you know, me and him talking about how to make loads of money or how to be successful or whatever it is that we're going to be talking about. I don't want to give everything away. I don't want to take that attention away. So I suggested that we do it just after market times. So yeah. It's going to be exciting. Looking forward to tomorrow's live stream. Thank you, BG Does Gaming. But tomorrow's stream is not, it's not me and Rocky. But tomorrow's stream, I will talk about Bitcoin specifically. So I'll do my technical analysis on probably Bitcoin, Ethereum, AMC and GME. But I will be specifically then bringing out a video on Bitcoin. So just Bitcoin. If I don't get around to doing it on Monday, tomorrow, Sunday, because you know you need to have a day off at some point, then I'll be doing it on the Monday. I don't quite know yet because it's only something that I've just decided to do after talking it through with Bad Mama Jamma. Okay, so that's cool. But BG Does Gaming needs to get a PlayStation so that we can game, because he is the best gamer that I know. He's incredible, and he was he was in the top 100 best players on a game called Destiny 1. and that is no easy feat because there are some amazing players, and he was just an animal in Crucible. And yeah, now we've got Destiny 2. They've brought out the original game raid called Vault of Glass, and they brought it out on Destiny 2. And it's so exciting for those that we're just big kids, aren't we? And you know, at the end of the day, yeah, you know, I'm a bloke. I do building. I do chippy, and you know, I'm a bloke. I'm just a bloke. So to think about guys my age on computers, I just think, you know, what are you doing, man? Wasting your life. But the truth is, when I was going through divorce, I ended up having a really rough time. And I had my PlayStation, but the PlayStation wasn't for gaming. It was just for using for like a media center, so that I could watch Netflix and whatever. And but there was this game called Destiny, and somebody suggested it to me because I didn't like the idea of Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto and that sort of stuff, because you know, I don't like the idea of robbing banks and raping women and all the rest of that sort of stuff that they end up doing. It's just not my thing. So yeah, someone suggested Destiny, so I got into Destiny and ended up following this guy around. This guy BG does gaming. His name is BGD Kid, and I kept on following him around, and I was doing his editing, and he was just trying to farm and just get on with his game and enjoy his game, and I was just following him around and shooting him, trying to get his attention. Anyway, I got his attention, and we've been really good mates ever since. So yeah, it's really cool. Okay. Chris K says, I love Destiny 2. Brilliant. Are you on, Chris K, so are you on PlayStation, or are you on Xbox or PC? Just looking for your answer. Xbox. Ah, that's a shame. So we're on. I've got the PS5, so that's a shame. Otherwise, we could play. I think BGD told me that it's only in about a month or 2 months that we're going to end up having cross platforms. Cool. Okay. The thing is, I won't be able to link up with you, brother, because yeah, I won't be able to meet up with you because you're on Xbox, which is a shame. Okay, guys, so there we go. That's all that I need to say to you guys for now. Yeah, be safe. Obviously, you're not trading now because it's the weekend, and the weekend is for relaxing and resting. Oh, Peter Hewer, he wanted me to look on something. Let me just check him out. Hang on a sec. He sent me a chart on the Discord, so let me go to Discord. Boom. I got 5 on it. There he is. And there it is. And let's see the original. And what we're looking at here is Bitcoin USD. And this is... see what you've done there, mate. That's really funny. That's really good. I don't know how you did it. So this is his prediction of where we're going with... yeah, this is his prediction where you're going. You're going to have to show me how you did that, mate, because that's really clever. Did you just do trend lines and just spend ages doing trend lines? Peter, are you still there? I don't know if you're still on, brother. But I really like what you've done there. But there is a point to what he's saying. So Peter Hewer, if we just go back to GME. Just let you guys know that Peter Hewer is the one that turned around and said this is his line of speculation, and the reason why I left it on there is because me and Peter are both you know, pretty much bang on when it comes to trading, and this is where he said that the line would come down to. I said that the line would come down to here, and therefore between the two of us, I mean, it actually came to there. So he was only 8% out, and on the massive scheme of things, that's pretty good for him to be able to do that. It was only 8% off, and then that was my line there saying that there would be a dead cat bounce just here. So yeah, it's pretty cool. between the two of us, we were bang on. So that's really good. What else is there to say, guys? So that's that Bitcoin, Matic, Polygon, Theta Bitcoin. Theta is about to explode. No financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy it, but if I was going to tell you to buy it, I would tell you to buy it. You know, if I was a financial advisor, and if I was a qualified financial advisor, I would come on here and say, buy Theta, and dollar cost average until it ends up bouncing, because we're in this zone here, and yeah, it's looking really, really healthy. If I bring up the visible range, volume, it's not gonna let me do it, is it? Let me just get rid of one of those volumes there. If I just get rid of that one as well, right? Yeah. So yeah, just here, where this finishes, just here, I'm gonna put the line in and tell you where. If I was a financial advisor, I would be saying, buy just there, which is you know, keep your eye on the Bitcoin pairing and buy it, okay? But I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't tell you that. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean. Not because I think that you're silly, but I think it's because I'm not very good at explaining things. Right. Cool. What's the chat saying? Whoa, loads of chat. Okay. When it gets to Xbox platform, I'll remind you, though. Good man. I have a good one though, and going to take the dog out. All right, Chris. Be good. Hewer, no. Are you mad? Question mark. There is a function in TradingView. It's called bars pattern. Okay. Cool. Let me have a look. Let me go onto USD myself. Because I've got Peter. I've got your thing here, right? Which I'm dead interested in. I see what you've done here. And where you're going, but I don't know how you've managed to draw that in, and I really want you to show me. So, so if I go on to here, show me. Where do I go, Peter? I'm all ears. I think there's about a 7-second delay. I think I'm on ultra low. I'm up there, aren't I? Yeah. It's called bars pattern. Okay. Well, while you come on there and tell me where it is, I'll see if I can find it. It's called bars pattern. Well, it's not there. Bars pattern. It's not there. It's not there. July 20th, 2020 on the daily time frame. Yeah, I'm following you, but I want to know how you've done that thing, bars pattern. Because that will really help me. There it is. Look. Okay, so what do I do then? Just sort of to kind of draw. I don't know what to do, Peter. I don't know how this works. Boom. To there. I don't know how to use it, mate. I found it. Next cluster. Right, it's there, right? So bars pattern. Select a range. Okay. Okay, so from there to there. Past price action. Ah, okay. So it's like it's what you call it. Aha, I see. Yes, got ya. Okay. Right. So you got to find something that's somewhere in it, and yeah. Okay. I understand. I got you. So if I delete that now, thank you, Peter. So if I turn around and grab that and then go all the way back to there, then it's like what you call it, a Yeah, I understand. Oh, what do you call them? Oh, my brain's dead. What do you call it? Where the where you're using past price action to what's the word? You're using past price action and using the same shape for now, and you copy the shape and say, well, this happened in 2017, so and the pattern looks exactly the same now, so we can move that chart over to here, and that looks like it's going to happen. And I can't remember the name of it. Fractals. Damn, that's the one. You beat me to it. Yes, it's a fractal. Thank you. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Thanks, Peter. Honestly, mate, these tablets they've just I'm just brain dead. So essentially, that's a fractal. That's saying, well, this happened just then. So if we end up sticking that there now, then that's what's going to happen. And whilst I don't look at fractals myself, I do genuinely believe that the COVID situation, right? The COVID dump that ended up happening in May, right? Which I think is where is it? Oh, let's get onto Bitcoin. It might help, mightn't it? Yeah, this dump that ended up happening here, I don't think should have happened. So and I think that here. So if I go onto that, I think that all of this here to there should have happened just there. And I think that I think everything that's happened now, all of this, in fact, I think if I'm right, brother, that I'll be able to go from there, go from where it sort of took off all the way to where we are now, and turn around and say, well, what should have happened really is this, because this COVID dump happened, which was a ghost event, it shouldn't have happened, then the price should be like that, and then everything else would have carried on without the COVID dump, and maybe maybe some other things might have happened, because obviously people were looking at store of value and places to put their money and all the rest of it. But the chart might have looked more like this at this point, giving us more room to kind of move up when the time's right. But yeah, it didn't, so it's all a little bit crap. Anyway, thanks for that. I didn't know that, mate. I'm really pleased that you showed me that, Peter. You are very kind and a legend. And I'll tell you, somebody else who knows about all the different buttons is Discord, on the Discord. He's very good. Right, so anyway, getting back to your thing, Peter. So you've used the fractal from somewhere, but I think you might have changed it a little bit. So I'm assuming the thing is, right, I've got the amounts here in dollars, but because I can't see the dates, see original, see if it brings up the dates. No, it doesn't. If I press it out F11 and bring up the screen bigger. Yeah. So what I've got here is I've got the amounts, but I don't have the dates. So I don't know where the dates are. And I don't know where the fractal is that you've taken it from. It could be from here, and then you've kind of just moved it around and jigged it a bit. I don't know. But I'm guessing your point is that we're going to end up having a high up here. So we've got a trade. I'm guessing this is today. So this is like the next 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks of 5 weeks of information, because we're on the 1 day. That's what I'm guessing. Peter says the 20 is the 7th. 20th. 20th of August to the 9th of September 2020. You mean 2021, surely? Oh, I see what you're saying. What you've taken is, okay, yeah. So what you've taken is that fractal there is from the point of August, July to September 2020, and then you've moved it to where we are now, and think that fractal is gonna play out just here. I know exactly what it is that you're saying now. Yeah. I understand. Cool. Well, I'm not going to turn around and argue with you, brother. If you think that's what's going to happen, then then there's a good chance that it is. And if it does, then that's great. I would like, myself personally, I'd like to see Bitcoin continue within this price range here, between sort of 30 and £35,000, and do a load of sideways action for maybe even another month before it ends up breaking up. And then when it does break up, I'm hoping for a parabolic move, as we start to hit September, October, through to December. That's what I'd like to see. When I say what I'd like to see, I mean I'd like to see it because I think that's what's going to happen, you know. And that, so I'm not saying I'd like to see it because I want my Bitcoin to go up that fast and that high. It's just that I'd like to see it because that's what I think is going to happen. But this fractal, yeah, very possible, very possible. Yeah, it's cool. So remember it here, guys. Peter called this right. A bull trap with a 30% move retraced back to 36k. My feelings is it fits into my fib timeline and Elliott wave forecast. Cool. So Elliott waves, you got to sort of kind of come back, and it goes up, and then it comes down to the fib line, then it goes back up, then it comes down to a fib line, goes back up, comes down to a fib line, comes right down. You get a consolidation where you turn around and a breakout, then you buy, and then it goes straight up. And Peter's turning around and saying that we're having the consolidation. This is the breakout kind of where you can turn around and buy, ready for it to then just go straight up. So he's kind of doing what I'm saying that it's going to do using the Elliott waves, but I'm more leaning towards a consolidation and strength of Bitcoin as we have more downward pressure from bears and from the news and from the press and all of the badness that's coming to Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is still holding above 30k, showing everybody that it doesn't matter how much bad press Bitcoin gets, it doesn't matter what bad things Bitcoin people end up hearing about Bitcoin, people are still investing in it, people are still buying it. It's a strong asset, it's going nowhere. Doesn't matter what the governments do or say, Bitcoin is still going to be around, and it is unstoppable. It's an unstoppable object, and eventually the governments will accept that, and then as soon as they accept that, then the governments will buy the Bitcoin themselves, and it'll become the new store of value. It'll become the new gold, if it hasn't already sort of like got there. But yeah, that's where the market cap hopefully will end up being, is the same as gold. That's kind of like where we're going. Peter says more sideways action is good for bulls. I agree, which is essentially what I am. I'm expecting October 2021 to break out after gold and silver go parabolic. I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. Yeah. I see December as being a flipping insane month of XRP. I'm really looking into XRP for December. I think, you know, XRP is going to go insane, and I'm sorry to mention XRP. I know that's swearing in the world of crypto, but yeah, XRP I think is going to go insane in December, and I think September, October, I agree with Peter, is that it's Bitcoin is going to go crazy. But I think it's also going to go down a little bit before we end up getting the move. So we could end up going down to these 30s again. Like I say, sideways action for a while. So there we go. Guys, any questions? Because I am going to close down now because I've done my stream. I wanted to have a little bit of a chat with Bad Mama Jamma. Yeah, see what happens. I love XRP. I have a big bag. Peter, I actually like XRP as well. It's the first coin that I ever owned. It's what got me into crypto in the first place, because I resonated with what it does, you know, and what it's trying to achieve. I'm not going to say too much now, because when I come to do my coin, eventually XRP will be on the list, because how do I get rid of this? F11. Yeah, so when I come down to the coin here, I'm going to do Ethereum, then Tether will be nice and easy. Binance will be a little bit complicated. Cardano, again, complicated. But XRP, I pretty much know 70% of what I need to know. I could do the XRP coin right now, and I know enough to be able to explain to people what XRP is and the benefits of it and where it's where it's likely to go. I hope it achieves its goal. Tony, thanks for great live stream. Peter, you are the man. Sabina X, awesome stream. Thank you very much, Sabina. Peter, really, really good. I love it when you come on, mate, because me and you seem to resonate with each other. I know I always learn a little bit of something on the trading view, little tricks like that. And I didn't know that you could get the fractals up the way that you did them, and that they're movable. You can kind of move them to where you want them. So that's really, really helpful. Love it. Yeah. So thanks for that. That's really going to help me teach people how to understand price action. Really good. So thanks, Peter. Okay. Elliot Waves is another video I want to do as well. Chris K, he was very helpful. He's gone to take the dog out. So thanks, Chris. He's gone. Sonny said thank you. Cheers, mate. So yeah, that's so basically the time with Rocky on Monday, guys. I can't stress enough the value that you will get from the conversation that me and Rocky are going to have on Monday. We're doing a live collaboration, and it's going to be incredible. There's going to be so many nuggets and gold. Make sure you've got a pen and paper by your side, so that you can take notes, because it's real life experiences and bits of advice of golden nuggets of how to be successful, financially independent, and also how to gain a better circle of life. We can get into ruts sometimes, and really it's just going to be a flipping awesome live stream between the two of us. So me and Rocky are going to be rocking. All right, then I've got Paul Howard. Fantastic guy. Love him to bits. Bad Mama Jamma, he's my coach on he doesn't know it yet, but he's my coach on this stuff, because he's been doing streaming for years, and he's a pretty cool guy. So thank you, Bad Mama Jamma. Anthony Williams, if you knew that guy's story, if he'll do it, I'd love to have him on a live stream one day, and let him give him an interview, because he's an incredible man and has got incredible life stories. I'm on about serious stuff, right? I don't even know if he would talk about it on camera, because it's serious serious stuff. Right, Purple Dino, thank you for coming on. Andy, good lad. So thank you everyone for coming on. You're all awesome guys. Sabina, right? This Sabina girl. If you don't know who she is, if you go into the Discord, Rocky's Discord, I put a little movie clip in there, right? In fact, I'm going to bring it up now and let you guys watch it, because it is really good, and it's really good. So I'm just going to stick it on and let you guys watch her video. But before I do that, can I just confirm, Sabine, that I've got your authority to do that? Sabine X. Can I confirm that I've got your authority to play this video? Of course, thank you so much. Okay, so this is so basically this girl is doing she's trying to graduate from college and eventually get her degree all sorted out, but to do that she had to do a movie. So this is a very small clip. It's only 11 minutes long, but this is her first video, and I am really looking forward to the sequel, and it's awesome. So I'm going to turn up the volume and let you guys watch and listen to this. Just watch this. It would help if I bring up the volume on my speaker system.
I've been going for walks. Fine, I'm sleeping in the next room then. Any excuse, really.
Be joined by original stars. So before we talk to them, let's take a look back.
Well, here we are, 5 days until starting healthcare project career and what we love. It's so nice to see you, it really is. I mean, I've always been on it, I'm a massive fan of it, and I've been like from the very beginning. But how did it start for you? Really, how did you first get involved with it? I was at a gig at Fox, Chelsea Posters, speaking to Mark, and Charlie, the producer, came up to me with a camera. He said, Bridget, hiya, can I get a photograph of the servants? Sorry. Actually, don't worry about that. I get home.
Anyway, you guys, you get the gist.
Question, have you seen £50 going around anywhere? I wanted to buy some lassi, but it wasn't in my wallet.
Yeah, I think it was under the table, wasn't it? And I used it to buy ingredients.
He stole the money.
Oh, what are you making?
He stole the money.
And that was £50.
So he stole the money out of the purse, and she's asking where it is, and now he's got to turn around and tell her what, you know, where the money is and all the rest of that sort of stuff. Now it's got another 9 minutes left of this video, and it is really, really good, and I love it. I just think it's really, really great. So what I'm going to do, just to make it easy for you guys, I'm just going to get the copy link, because it's really, really bad quality for me to do it the way that I've done it. I'm going to go into the sign into the chat, open a browser, and allow you guys to get it in here. So paste. There you go, guys. So follow that link and enjoy, because it's really, really, really good. And encourage Sabine to make a second one. Sabine, honestly, I love that movie. I really, really want you to make a second one, and I want to be in it. I want to be in the movie. Yeah. So yeah, give me a line. Maybe I could be like a security guard or something. I could you know, get a pump on and go in there with a tight vest on or something like that, and just show some muscles off or whatever. All right, guys, listen, lovely stream. Really nice to have you guys on. I'm going to end it all now and say thank you very much, and have a good evening and whatever it is that you're doing for the rest of the weekend. I may come in tomorrow, may not, but I'm just going to leave that with you guys and say goodbye, ciao. Yeah, how many different ways can I say goodbye? Fermalonge. Yeah, Khuda Hafiz. Au revoir. Ciao. Yeah, I can't say anymore, so I'm just going to say bye because I'm English.